Hello and welcome or welcome back. I'm Misty and this is my channel, Skeeter Jones, and this is a bonus video. I have lots of stuff to record, as you may have heard me say in my past few videos, so I'm on just a filming frenzy over this first week of February. So this is a bonus video actually for February 4th, the day after my usual weekly sale, which was great, by the way. If you haven't checked that out, go check out my video from Gigi's Gems that went up yesterday. But this one is different. This is sort of a trade agreement, I guess, that I made with my friend Pat Garza, and you need to go check her channel out. Here's her name right here, and I'll again, sometimes I say I'm going to put something on the screen and then I forget to do it, but hopefully I will remember this time, and I'll have the name of Pat's channel here. But even if I forget to put that up in editing, a link to her channel will be in the description of this video, so you can find her that way. And she, just her channel is a lot of fun. You need to go check that out if you haven't already. She's a good friend of mine, and I am very blessed to be able to call her one of my friends. So we worked out a trade agreement where she asked me if I could do some repairs on some of her jewelry, and in return, she would give me some craft items. So here's everything that was in the box. I've only peeked through the bags. I haven't opened the bags up yet, but she has notes. So these are the things that she wants me to repair, and then I'm going to send those back to her. So I don't really know what the repairs are or exactly what the pieces are even. This is a piece actually that I had asked for from her, just because it's chain, and I love to always have chain on hand for my crafting projects. And then these are the pieces that she gave me in return for the repairs. So first off, I'll show you the chain I got. I was really interested in it because it's what I call a good sterling faker. It does a very good job of emulating well patinaed sterling, but it's not sterling. And I just really, it's got this magnetic closure on it, and I don't think it's intended to, or I don't think it is gunmetal, just because it doesn't have that very uniform color all over it. It has the not uniform look of just well patinaed sterling. And if you look closer, you can see a little bit of copper showing through, so you know that it's not actually sterling. And it doesn't feel to the touch like sterling. It does have a similar weight that you would expect of an item like this. So all of those reasons is why I say this is a good faker of sterling, but an intentional faker, not like to deceive anybody, but just to have that look. So I'll clean this up and be making something with that, hopefully, in the near future. And then now I'm going to show you the things that she's asking me to repair. And I won't be repairing those here on this video. I'm just going through and showing you everything. And then, because I don't really know what the repairs are going to be or anything like that. This is really cute. Look at this little ring. What kind of repair does it need? Oh, it's missing a stone right there. I think I can replace that. It's missing another little stone and a third one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's missing 5 little rhinestones. That is really, really cute. I love that. So I believe I will be able to replace those rhinestones, and that won't be a problem. Let's see. Well, none of them are a problem. It won't be difficult. Oh, wow. Is this real? Pat, you need to comment and let me know if this is actually real Chanel. It looks like the only thing it needs also is some rhinestones replaced. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. 7 little rhinestones missing out of this one. And yeah, I'll be able to replace those rhinestones, but that is really cool. Well, it's cool regardless, but especially if that's actual real Chanel. That is really cool. So let's see what else here. This is Lushy and Plushy. It's a Juicy Couture. Wow, originally $68. I guess you must have gotten this in a lot or something, Pat. And it's missing a rhinestone. So I think I actually am pretty sure that I have one that'll fit right there. And those are sort of faux prongs right here. They're not, are they actual prongs? It's kind of hard to tell. They're pretty small. Sometimes there'll be little bumps right there on the side to sort of mimic prongs, but it's not actually prongs. The stone is just glued in place, and the little bumps are there just to make it look a little more plushy. So I'll double check and make sure I have the stones for that. I may try to video record these repairs. I'll have to do that at a different video when I get all of my supplies together and sit down and do a video just of that. This is really cool. This reminds me of, I don't know, like cabbie. This is like, I guess Sherry really is the authority on cabbie, but this just reminds me of cabbie pieces that I've seen. Oh, right here. It's missing a little black stone. This one will be a little different to repair just because when you are dealing with specially shaped stones, in this case these little acrylic cabochons are a specific shape, it's going to be hard to find one the exact same shape, but I'll see what I can do. And just to let you know, Pat, this may require taking out all of these and finding 4 different ones that all match each other exactly and putting all 4 in new instead of just putting one in there. Like take all of these out and put 4 completely different ones here. That would be the same color, but they would all be more identical than one that I found randomly that might not match these 3 quite exactly. So hopefully that made sense. But before I take anything off, I would talk to you about that first. But that's really cool. I don't see a hang tag on it. Do you know what brand this is, Pat? I'm talking as if you're right here next to me and you can just answer me. But yeah, I can do, this one will be probably the most involved repair of all of them. The other ones are just replacing those rhinestones, and rhinestones are really very standard as far as shape and size. So it's just a matter of getting the right shape and size, and then getting my adhesive and putting in the new rhinestones. So he's really cute. I like that one. So thank you, Pat. I'm humbled actually that you would trust me with these repairs, and I hope I hope I do a great job for you. Okay, now we're going to go through these craft items that she sent me, and if there's anything wearable in here, I'm going to set it aside to offer up in my probably my March 3rd video, because I already have my videos recorded. Of course, this is February 4th as you're seeing this, and I already have my videos recorded all the way up through the 24th. So, well, not the 24th, through the 17th. And then I already have my things selected that I'm going to put in my video on the 24th. So if there's anything that's just wearable as it is right now, I will make those available in the March 3rd video. I've got to look at this. It's a pin. Oh, it's a pin with a little jewel on top. That's cute. Okay. Just go through all of these things. And actually, I may craft some items out of here and make those crafted items available on in the March 3rd video. This is jumping out at me. I really like this sort of rose gold tone. And even though it was all jumbled up in, you know, this craft lot, as craft lots will be, the metal just held up really nicely, so that it's a nice thickness. It's sturdy enough to hold up to being in a craft bag but not get bent. There we go. Okay, so is this really lightweight but apparently pretty strong metal, little rose gold tone flower. It's dimensional. I love detailed dimensional pieces. I don't know about mesh chain. I will look up and see if I can like get the little smushed parts out of this. That's probably why it ended up in a craft lot, is because parts of it were smushed. But if that can be repaired, then I'll unsmush that and then just offer this up as is. But if this chain can't be unsmushed, this will maybe go on a purse charm or maybe onto another necklace. But that's really pretty. Okay, a little heart. Oh, okay, this is an earring. I thought it was going to be a bracelet. So it might have a mate in here somewhere. That's fun. Oh, this is cool. Is it some kind of, I don't know what that is. It's got a coating of glue on it, but underneath the glue, is that coconut or something? Can't really tell. I like that. Wonder what it was attached to. Some things it comes to me right off the bat of what I could turn it into. Like sometimes I'll get ideas really quick on something, and sometimes it takes a little bit of time. This could possibly be one of those pendants where I bend around the post and then hang things off the bottom of the earring, but then it's a pendant. So possibility of that. I've tried to find different interesting things to do with single hoop earrings. I really like this. This could be a pendant easily or a purse charm. Need to clean up these beads. A lot of people say that verdigris is incurable, but I've had good success removing it and without it coming back. So it's not actually fully verdigris. There's a little bit of a greenish something on here, but that can be cleaned off. So this is a great single earring. I like the sort of tribal look to that one. This is a bracelet, and would need to do something with the metal here. Remove that. The paint is flaking in places, so I could do something with that. Like remove the paint and replace it. This is a large earring. That is a very large earring. There we go. This could be a big statement pendant, or let's see, parts of his wings are bent under. Could be part of a pendant or a purse charm. That's cool. I like these blue beads that keep staring at me. Let's see what these are. Okay, it's a new with tags. Okay, it's just a strand of acrylic beads. Looks like the kind, they're strung up the way you would get them from a craft store. And it's just these iridescent swirls, and then these little AB encrusted beads and some rondelles. So that can all be put together to make something. Very sparkly. This reminds me of the beach and summertime. That might be a good summertime project. Here are some matte gold tone. Feels like acrylic beads. This is either, let's see. Yeah, that's tone loss. I couldn't tell if maybe it was dirt, but that's tone loss. And then these gold tone beads. I'm going to clean that up and see how much of that might be dirt. And even if all of the beads aren't usable on something, some of them might be. So I'm going to clean the whole thing up and see what I get from it. Okay. Leaves. A cascade of leaves. Oh, that's the back. There we go. A cascade of leaves. This will take some cleaning. It'll go into the ultrasonic pretty well. This wouldn't be damaged at all. And see what I can do with these leaves. I like those a lot. I have lots of ideas for that. That could be a purse charm. A lot of things I see could be purse charms. Okay, we have some chain here. Needs to be cleaned up. It might be, at least some of it will be usable. If there's tone loss on some of it, then parts of it won't be usable. But the same as with the beads. If there's tone loss on part of a chain, I'll just take that part off and use the part that doesn't have tone loss. So there's copper showing through on the back of this. But once these stones are removed, you know what, I don't think these two ends ever had stones, just from the way it's made. I'll have to look closer at this one. I might be able to just clean this one up and either clean up or, if needed, change out the chain and just keep that one like it is. And then we have this jewelry pin. It's got a jewel on top, little crystals, little rhinestones inside. And let's see, I don't have any paper nearby. Oh yeah, it works. I just used my paper towel that I used to clean my stone from a testing acid. But that's a fancy pin. I'll use that when I do my, when I make my list of items that are in my sale videos. Let's see. This is a really cool bracelet. It has a mesh on the front, all silver tone, I believe. It has this sort of wavy design around the edges, this mesh with beaded little frills and scrolls, and these purple rhinestones. It looks like it maybe used to have a closure of some kind that's broken off. So I'll have to see what kind of closure I can attach. Well, that's really pretty. So if I'm able to fix that closure, that's a really nice bracelet. Okay, we have some little bangles that I'm having a hard time getting separated. Okay, here we are. Just a little metallic gold tone bangle and a blue metallic bangle. It doesn't have rhinestones, it's just cut that way to be reflective. This is really pretty. What ended you up in a craft lot? Okay, it's missing a clasp. It's supposed to be a necklace, and it's missing the other half of the chain right there, but this could very easily just become a bracelet. Just attach a clasp right there. I think I'm going to turn this into a bracelet, and I'm going to offer that up in my March 3rd video. Let's see, I'm always collecting little chain fringes. Not fabric or thread fringes, but chain ones. I collect those to keep them on hand for purse charms. They're always nice additions to purse charms. Let's see what we have here. Let me move this tassel out of the way. Love this chain. Love that chain. And there are these little dangles, little glass beads. So this is a necklace. Okay, there's the toggle end. So, well, the toggle goes through right here, it looks like. Okay, I can tell by feeling this one it needs some cleanup. Okay, there's some paint missing right there. I'll replace that little stone. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of work on this one. Leave it like it is, but do a little work on like replacing this little pendant. I think I see a chip, maybe replacing the other pendant, but that one will also go into that March 3rd video. Okay, we have bears, maybe mama bear and baby bear on this copper or copper tone little teardrop. That's cute. That can be a pendant or a purse charm. Okay, what are you? So there's not a chain or a closure or a ring or anything, but we have this fringe, turquoise colored beads and gold colored beads and black beads, and then there's nothing on each end, but then it gets longer in the middle, like right there, it's longer. So let me take this out of the light box. I'm thinking, let me try this on me. Okay, if you put these two ends exactly together, it's the right length to be like a choker with this longer part hanging down in the front. So I think that's what I'll do here, is just attach a closure to the back of the two sides right there. And that also will go into that March 3rd video. Love this leaf. If you've been around a while, you know that I love little details. Let's get you dislodged. I have a lot of phone calls I've got to make this afternoon, but I've been so busy recording that I haven't done any of the things that I need to do. So as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to be finished recording for the day, and then I've got to get into my other things that I've got to take care of today. All right, there we go. So this is a gold tone chain that needs some cleaning, and all these little danglies on here. A little bit of chain, a little goldstone and millefiori, little glass beads, just little dangly things on this necklace. Let's see. There we go. So this just might need a new chain, or either the chain cleaned up. So I'm going to work with this one and that'll be for the March 3rd video also. Here's a wooden, anytime you see wood, of course, that's going to be a boho piece, at least in my experience. So let's see what we have here. Okay, it needs some cleanup. So that's what I'll do with that. And you guessed it, March 3rd video. Or I don't know, did you guess it? Okay. Is it going to come apart? There we go. So this is, I don't know what this is. This is one I'll have to think about. Maybe there's a little battery in there and the little heart lights up. I'll have to look closer at that one. Okay, here is a little faux pearl pendant. It's missing a rhinestone right there. And that could be dirt. Might not necessarily be tarnish or tone loss. I'll clean this one up. And I'll need to replace that rhinestone right there. I'll take a look at that also for March 3rd. It has sort of a gypsy look to it and definitely needs some cleaning up, but that's really cool. I better look at it right here. That's really cool. Well, is it going to focus? I'm sorry if it's been going in and out of focus. I haven't really been looking through the screen. I've been looking directly into the light box for most of this filming. Okay, this one's broken right here. So that means I'm just going to have strands of rhinestones, which is always useful, especially if they're truly prong set, because I can just open the prongs to take those out and then use them to repair other pieces. Maybe some of these rhinestones can go into the pieces that Pat's asking me to repair for her. Okay, we have here some faux pearls, just acrylic faux pearls. Let's see, there's the clasp on it. Okay, it's broken in a couple of places, so I'll just keep that in my general supplies. I can always find use for some faux pearls. Okay, this is really pretty. It's a, is that Napier? What is that? That's not Napier. I think maybe it says Marvella. No, it says Sarah Cove. But the stone looks kind of like a watermelon tourmaline, or straight on, it looks like a mystic topaz. Sarah, yeah, I think this is Sarah Cove. But that's really cool. So even if there's not a mate in here, which I doubt there's a mate, that's probably why it's in a craft lot, this will be a great pendant. A really great pendant. That's a good piece. Here we have brown, what feels like cotton cord, a little hammered section with acrylic bits put in here. Oh, and part of it's missing right there. I doubt I can find something that looks exactly enough like that to match. So I may see if I can pop some of these out and replace them all with something that I would also put here. Okay, what's going on right here? This looks very similar to that other tassel that I pulled off, except that this one looks shinier. Oh, a little smaller too, and this one's an earring. Let's see, this one here is hanging off of these rings, which could still be an earring. Okay, let me pause this so you don't have to sit through the whole untangling. Okay, got it done. It took some time. It was a few seconds for you, but it was a while for me. So we have these acrylic beads and this cord, maybe hemp cord or cotton cord. Feels like cotton cord. So I can take that apart and definitely reuse those beads. It looks like some copper wire right here also. Then this, actually this broke as I was untangling everything, but it's this glittery M. So that's cute. Maybe a purse charm or something like that. Okay, and then here is a monogram necklace. A, M, and H. If it's like two people in the monogram, it's like her initial, his initial, and their last initial. And if it's one person's monogram, it's your last initial and then your first name and your middle name. So I don't know which is the case right here, but it's H and then A and then M. Or AMH, I guess would be the correct way to read that. So that's cute. That can be polished up and made into something. And even if someone doesn't have those exact initials, it can be, those initials can be polished down so that they're not there anymore, and then something new put on it or nothing put on it. Here is a little cross bracelet, I think. It's broken, lots of copper showing through and missing rhinestones. I'll have to see what I can do with that. And here's what that tassel was hanging on. And I wouldn't be surprised if there used to be an earring wire right here. And if that was an earring like that. But since it's not an earring now, and it doesn't have a mate, that, I don't know, it could be a purse charm or a pendant maybe. This I had a hard time figuring out. It's a necklace, but this slider goes up and down. I've seen these go before that are adjusters, but this one doesn't fit close enough to like stay in place. Like, see, it falls down relatively easily. So I'm not sure. Maybe it's a necklace, but that's just not an adjuster. Maybe it's just meant to be a bead that just sits there. And then there's these textured tube beads all the way around and some nice chain. So this one may just need some cleaning up. Oh, wait. It's missing some paint right there. This is plastic or acrylic right here at the bottom. So yeah, I'll just take these little points off. There was another one, there it is. I'll just take these little points off and put rhinestones or something on the bottom of that. And that'll be good for March 3rd. And then pull out the rest of these so I can go call and make some appointments and things like that. Okay, here's a ring. Looks like acrylic in the middle. I don't think that's any sterling. Where's my stone? There it is. No, that's not sterling. This probably just needs some cleaning up. Yeah, I'll do that. Here's sort of a faux tortoise. Let's see, I don't know if that means May 1999, or if somebody put a dash instead of a period, and that was supposed to be $5.99. But it's really cool. Sort of a striped faux tortoise look. I'm not sure why that would be in here. Why is this in a craft lot, Pat? But we'll shine that up. Let's see. Oh, here's some more of these little, okay. So clip earrings. So it was a set. Okay. So I can definitely repair that earring, I think. Yeah, I think I can repair that earring. I don't know if I can repair that mesh chain, you know, that's on the necklace, because I've checked into that. That's not something that I've ever checked on before, to see if squished mesh necklace can be, you know, metal mesh can be put back to right. So I'll have to definitely check on that, especially now that I know that this is a set. But I know I'm certain I can fix this earring. Just I don't know if I can replace that mesh for the necklace. So I'm going to put those over here for March 3rd. These would need to be repainted. Yes, just a stretchy bracelet. It needs new elastic, and then the paint's wearing off. So that needs to be repainted and restrung. And here's some faux pearls that somebody got paint on them. Yeah, that's not where paint came off. That's where paint was put on. And it's a stretchy, but the stretch is really good on that. The stretch is great. I'll just see if I can clean that up. Okay, let's see. This has a mark. This has a Premier Designs mark on the back. And it's a pendant. And it just needs to be cleaned up. I like that stone. It's like a cat's eye type stone. I don't know if you can tell the effect of it on my screen. That's a good one also for the 3rd. Here's some brass or brass tone chain. Let's see. So it clasps right here, but then there's also a clasp on this end. So I don't know why that would be, unless that clasp is to hang a pendant or something. I'll definitely be able to do something with this one. Here is maybe another part to that necklace from earlier. Where did I put that? Oh, there it is. So yeah, because look, it's the same. Well, not exactly the same. I'm going to keep all of that together. That might be something I can do something with, or at the very least, if I can't do something with it on its own, I can use some stones out of there for those repairs. Let's see, love is patient, love is kind, love never fails. That's the Bible verse. And that's great as is. That can be a Christmas ornament. That can be a thing that hangs from your mirror in your car. Some little charms. Here's a zebra. He has some little bit of corrosion on him that might be able to be cleaned. Here's a bunny in a stocking and a heart that says "Be Mine." That's cute and timely. If somebody's interested in this one, let me know and I can toss it into your February package. Of course, it would come to you probably after Valentine's Day, though. So otherwise, it's just going to go into that March 3rd lot. Okay. Not sure what that is. Okay, we have pieces of shell, little gold tone rondelles. This has a hang tag. It's a Premier Designs hang tag right there. Let's see what's going on. Okay, these two little ends are supposed to have a ring through them. So it's a layered necklace. These two ends are supposed to be connected right here next to the clasp, because on the other end we have this for the clasp to attach, which then turns this into a layered necklace with 4 layers. So this is just a repair job. So that'll definitely be done. I'm giving myself a lot of work for March 3rd, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do all of this work in time to record it for that. So some of these pieces you might not see until after March 3rd. Because, yeah, as I said, we have a lot going on in March and in April. And I'm already having to really work hard right now to get my videos recorded ahead of time. So I'm not sure that I can do a lot of repairs. I'll do some, but I'm not sure if I can do a bunch in time for March 3rd. So here's a single earring with these little pyramids. It's lightweight. It has these little pyramid-shaped things on it. Oh, here's a shooting star. That can be a cute little charm. Little faux snake skin. Little gold tone and black enamel. This is a pendant, or maybe it used to be an earring, but it could be a pendant now. Any of these can be pendants or purse charms. Okay, I love finding new things to do with hoop earrings, so that'll be a good project also. Brushed gold tone. I love the look of those. They need to be cleaned up. Some of that might be tone loss, or it could all just be dirt. So I'll clean those up. Here's a cool little scrolly hollow bead. It needs to be cleaned up as well. I'll go into craft supplies. That last one, I'm going to clean it up and just see if they're ready to go. I don't know what this is. Is it a ring that looks like a little crown? I don't know. Okay, it used to be attached to something. I can see that now right there. I'll have to find something to do with that one. That could probably be on a really glammy looking purse charm. Okay, little single earring. Any of these little tiny earrings can be charms, just little baubles to add to a purse charm. I like the texture on this one. Look at that scroll work on that metal right there. I really like that. I wish that had a mate, but it probably doesn't because it's in a craft lot. Here's a little copper ring. It's got some inscription in it. Let me see what that says. Okay, on one side it says LATH, and on the other side it says love you to the moon and back. And then it has this little heart and moon design in it. But the copper is showing completely through. I can clean that up and just see what it looks like after it gets clean. Here's a Christmas hoop earring. That could easily become a pendant. Okay, this just needs a new earring wire. They look great otherwise. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all of your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. I guess just a little sentiment for someone who's graduating. Actually, graduation season's coming up. I'll put that in my March stuff. That's a nice earring, and here's a nice one. All of these can be converted with a few little changes. Oh, wait a minute. Here's the mate to that one. So we'll clean those up and see what we get. But all of these small earrings can be great little additions to purse charms. Yeah. A little fish. Okay, next. Oh, I love this little scrolly heart. It's a bracelet with a big scrolly heart on it. There's a little piece that needs to be kind of filed down right there. And this is maybe an arrow or something like that. And speaking of arrows, this one has all of these little bits stuck on it. There we go. It's probably an ear wire. It's a pretty interesting one. I've never seen one like that. Here's a little medallion. That would be great on a purse charm. Really like that. Little patriotic heart. That's an earring. Infinity loop earring right here. Need to make sure whether that's tone loss or just dirt. My silver polish will tell me very quickly. Here we have a mood ring. I'll wear that and see what kind of mood I'm in. Silver tone earring right here. I like that teardrop design. And when I said speaking of arrows a minute ago, I was talking about this one. That's pretty neat. I don't think this wire is original to this necklace. I think that was a later addition. But all of these pieces that that I took out of this little bag, all of these should be safe for the ultrasonic. So I'm going to put all of these into there and see what they look like when they come out. Okay, this is a little charm necklace. You have different mixed metals, which is a thing right now. Little cross. I don't know what you would call that. It's not a fleur-de-lis. I don't know if it would be a quatrefoil. Little, it looks intentionally patinaed, little copper cross. And then this hammered little gold tone teardrop and glass beads. So just some little charms hanging on the necklace. So we'll clean that one up. I'm going to dump this whole bag right here into the ultrasonic. So brass or brass toned little ingot with an arrow on it, a little silver toned arrow. And it has its chain. We'll just see how it looks after it's had a bath. And it's really cool. This wire can be used for something, even if I don't have a matching one to make a pair of earrings with. I can use that to make something else. So all of those are going into the ultrasonic. And then we have 2 more little bags here to go through. Here's a little chunk of turquoise or howlite with a wooden bead and a little gold tone bead. This is cool. Are those real stones? Those are either stones or ceramic, I think. But it's just kind of glued on right there. It doesn't look really finished. So I'd probably pop those off and use those on something else. I love the look of those stones. Normally I would put things, see this is some faux leather, or no, these are real leather. Well, that one's faux. And these 2 are real little leather pieces on this earring. Normally I wouldn't put something in the ultrasonic that I can tell is glued like that because I'm not sure the type of glue, and the ultrasonic can actually weaken some glue bonds. But because I'm going to be popping these off, that's exactly why I would put this one in the ultrasonic, so I can weaken that bond and pop these stones off and use those on something else. Here's a copper earring. It looks like some, I can take care of verdigris, but when it gets underneath something like that, I can't get to it. So I'm not sure I'll be able to do anything with this one because the verdigris has gone underneath. If you can see that, the verdigris has gone underneath this clear acrylic part. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to do anything with that one. I'll run it through the ultrasonic and see what happens. Oh, I thought these were a match, but they're not. This one's wooden. That can be used for my boho pieces. And this is, looks like dyed shell, which could actually probably be used together in some way. I don't know, we'll see. I like the color combination with that. And then, oh, and here's a black one. Who knows, maybe they all go together to make something. I wouldn't put wood, of course, in the ultrasonic. So I'm not going to just dump this bag in there. This is cute. The little earring. Is it branded? No. Well, if I can get that chain out of the way. No, I don't see a brand on it. I dropped the back. There it is. The back says something. Oh, the back says Sarah Coventry. But I really like that. That'd be a really neat necklace pendant. I'll put that over here with the things for the 3rd that hopefully I'll be able to have ready in time for the 3rd. Here's another faux leather earring. Someone probably crafted that, but I can use those pieces on something else. That's really neat. Looks like ceramic beads, maybe. And here's some green acrylic, which looks really cool. Which maybe could also go with all those circles. I don't know what this is made of. Wood. It feels like wood. That's very artsy. That looks like something an art teacher would wear. That's a genuine stone right there. Little jack-o'-lantern and a piece of wood. So there's sort of a theme right here of wood and genuine stones. And then here's the last little bag. This is fun. Look at those little pom-poms. And you've got this disc. Can't tell if that's dirt down in there. I'll clean that up and see what that is. See what I can do with it. This is pretty. How cute. Oh, look at that. The little, really detailed little rose. And some acrylic rhinestones. I think that one might be glass. Not really tone loss to speak of. Just a touch, just a little bit right there. But it can probably be shined up. That's really pretty. And this is really pretty. Little red rose. That could definitely be a pendant or something like that. Or go on a bag charm. I know I keep saying bag charm, bag charm, bag charm. Okay, that's really cool. I like the pink color on it. Oh, look at this. A little flower with the rhinestone leaves. No tone loss, really. Cute. And this is cute. It's brass or brass toned. These fuchsia little pink rhinestones. That's pretty. And a little hoop. Said it before and I'll say it again. Love making things with hoops. Love finding new ways to craft with hoops. Here's some feathers. Oh, this is an ear cuff. The feathers that hang down. And here's a cute little butterfly. A faux pearl. And some faux pearls here. Let's see. What is this? This is painted. Some of the paint's coming off. I might be able to repaint that. I'll have to look at it closer and see. Oh, this hoop would be really nice. It's missing some stones, but I might be able to replace some of those and then make a pendant with it. That's gorgeous. That reminds me of Trifari. There's no mark on it anywhere. And here's some beads around this little gold tone hoop. A gold. It's got a crackle effect. I can't tell if it's from where or if it's was made that way. But that is pretty. This is a vintage clip-on. I like that setting. So it's white or off-white and red and navy. And it looks like we are nearing the end. We have 2 left here. And there we go. I thought they were kind of permanently attached. That's cool. I like that artsy design on that one. And then this texture, these concentric diamond shapes. There we go. That looks like it's probably just dirt. A little bit of verdigris, but I can take care of that, I think. And then we'll see what that can turn into. So everything that can be put into the ultrasonic, this entire little bag can just be dumped in there. But then certain items out of this bunch, and then certain ones out of here. Well, actually, yeah, certain ones, like these little stones I want to take off, that can go in the ultrasonic. So nearly everything is going to go in the ultrasonic. The ones that can't, I'm just going to hand clean those very carefully and see what I can make. And then hopefully, I know I kept saying, oh, I'll do that for the 3rd, I'll do that for the 3rd. I said that a lot, but I really don't have a lot of time between now and March 3rd to do a whole bunch of repairs. So these are the items that I'm going to clean up and then see what I can do something with. And then I can scoop all of these back in here. Here are all the things that I said I would do something for March 3rd about, but I can't get to all of this by March 3rd. So some of these might have to be later in March or even in April. So here are these things that I'm going to do something with. And, well, I'm going to do something probably with even more of them after they get cleaned up, and I think on them some more. These are ones that I had specific ideas about. So I'll see what I can do with all of those. So thank you so much, Pat, for all of these craft items, not just these that we're looking at here, but all of them that you sent me. And thank you for this that I was interested in for my chain collection. And thank you for trusting me to repair your personal jewelry. Y'all, if you don't know Pat's channel, please go check it out. She is trying to grow her channel, and you'll enjoy her content. She's fun. She likes to go camping. She travels with her family. She does unboxings of ThredUp, and she does jewelry unboxings from ATS and ThredUp. So check out her channel. And then also, I'm going to drop a slide in here at the end of this video, and you would have seen it at the beginning of the video too. Some friends of mine are doing a jewelry collab, which I think they're doing it actually this coming weekend on Saturday. But whatever the date is on the slide that I'm dropping in, that's the day to tune in and watch everybody who is going to be unboxing a ThredUp 15-piece mixed jewelry box, and that'll be their collab. They'll be back to back. All the creators will be live in the comments. I'm going to be live in the comments as much as I can too, just because I like joining in and chatting with everybody. I couldn't get my hands on a 15-piece ThredUp box in time to be able to participate. So I will be there in the comments cheering on my friends, and I hope you will be too. And I hope you enjoyed this content. I hope you enjoyed this unbagging of these items from Pat Garza. I appreciate you spending your time with me. And if you did enjoy it, ask that you would give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, share it with someone else who you think might also enjoy it, and leave me a comment, and go check out Pat's channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.